Welcome back, Mitten Motorsports. Today is a new video, a new chapter in Mitten Motorsport. We have here what I believe is an LQ4 6-liter LS. I bought it off a buddy for 200 bucks. It came out of a plow truck. I think he needed the transmission out of that for one of his jobs, so he took the transmission. This was just sitting in his house in his barn. I asked him how much he wanted for it, and we made a good deal. So we're gonna tear this thing down today. I would like to get the heads off, manifolds off, all the accessories. I'd like to check the pistons out, maybe check the heads out. This is gonna be the start of a very long build because things tend to move pretty slowly around here. But our goal with this engine is to rebuild it pretty much from the ground up and build it to hold anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400 horse. Our goal is 1,000 horse. I've never owned a vehicle with 4-digit horsepower. I've had some 600 horse Mustangs. That's pretty much all I've owned, high performance wise. But we're gonna build this in hopes of making 1,000 horse with it via probably a turbo kit. Those seem to be a little bit cheaper. And we're gonna throw it in something. We don't know exactly what we're gonna throw it in. We had some ideas of Ram Charger, an OBS Ford, OBS Chevy, some square bodies. We don't know yet. Maybe a station wagon for shits and giggles. We're probably just gonna feel that out with Facebook Marketplace, see if we can find a good deal on something. Throw this thing in there when the time comes. So I'm gonna rip this thing down. I'll probably do a time lapse of it, and then when I open it up, I'll show you guys pistons, heads, see what everything looks like. Like I said, this was out of a plow truck, so the condition is kind of unknown. It does turn over though. We put a breaker bar on it before I bought it to make sure it wasn't completely locked up. So I know it turns over. I know it's free spinning. So yeah, let's pop this off, pop the heads off, pop the intake off, check everything out and see what it looks like. Maybe we'll find an exploded piston or something, and this might be, and the block might be junk, who knows. But from what I do know, the 6-liter LS iron blocks are good for, like, with main studs, 1,400 horse. Like I said, we're turning a new chapter. We're going into the high performance area. We're still gonna do Jeep stuff. We're still gonna build Wranglers and Cherokees and play with those. But this was too good of a deal, and I was like, you know what, this would be good for a YouTube channel, a YouTube series. So let's crack this thing open, see what's inside of it. All right, wow. That was quick. I think it maybe took me 5 minutes to tear this down, pull the intake off, all the coil packs. Half the plug wires are broken or ripped out, and you can see we got a couple broken spark plugs there, which is not a big deal. No broken bolts either from the looks of it, except for this one. Damn, we'll get a welder on that. But we're here. Time to keep going. We are here. I got all the valve cover bolts undone. I haven't taken them off yet. I figured I'd grab the camera just in case you find something funny or crazy. Oh, look at that. Dang. From what it looks like. Oh shit. Well, it's perfectly fine. Dang! I mean, they're grody, but I don't see anything broken, no bad valve springs. Cool. Hard to tell how many miles are on this thing, but who knows? LS engines. Turns out pretty dang good. Like I said, this was a plow truck, so I would imagine this thing was beaten and beaten and beaten and beaten. I wonder if it ran when they pulled it. Because why would you pull a running engine, you know? I guess the truck could rot away, and the only thing that would be worth anything would be the motor and trans, but transfer case. All right, let's pop these heads off. Dang. I mean, other than Some carbon buildup. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, I could see the cam earlier. Obviously, I dropped a bunch of garbage in there, but the cam don't look bad, at least on those lobes. Those don't look bad. Here's the heads. No blown head gaskets. I mean, shoot, this must have been a pretty good running truck when they took it out. I mean, I think we're in good shape. These are the 317 heads. From what I'm reading as a newbie LS guy, not bad head, not great head. You can get better flow out of like some aftermarket trick flow heads. Let's see if I can't drain the oil out of this. Flip this over and maybe we'll pull a rod and piston out and just, I guess, check her out. There she is. Oil pan's off, pickup tube, windage tray. Put some cardboard down that way I didn't get oil all over the place. Well, let's pull a rod cap off and check these bearings out. Huh? This one looks like a decent one. The piston might fall out the bottom there. Okay, the bearing came off with it. Oh, sit. Let's see what we got here. I mean, holy smokes. That don't look bad, right? It looks really, really good, actually. I think usually there's like some wear in the middle. It's got a lot of material left, I believe. That's pretty crazy. And here we are. All the rods and pistons are out. Weird. This side of the engine, which I believe was the passenger side, all the bearings look excellent. And then on the driver's side, we got a little bit of wear on all of them. And even on the crank, if you come in here and you look at, see if I can get a shot without blocking the light. See how one journal is pretty clean and then the other side's a little rough? Like, you can barely feel it with your fingernail. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Maybe somebody can clean them up. Otherwise, not bad, not excellent, but it was kind of to be expected out of a plow truck with unknown miles. Overall, I'm happy. It could have been a lot worse. I could have opened it up and there was a broken piston or a broken rod or a broken crank, I don't know. Could have found a lot more damage. I don't have a crank puller, or else we'd pull the crank out. But yeah, stay tuned. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it's gonna be slow going. So we're gonna just build it little by little here and there. We'll probably be doing some other Jeep videos. I still got the 1-tons I gotta pull out of that truck. Yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you on the next one.